This is North Texas Weather Center with your latest 4-minute forecast, and we're going to get right to the winter weather that we're going to see today. You can see the temperatures out there this morning. We are definitely still chilly out there. A lot of us out to the northwest are below freezing, especially in areas like Wichita Falls, Weatherford, Sherman, all below freezing this morning. Areas in DFW like Dallas and Plano, both just slightly above freezing, but that will change as we go out throughout the day today. You can see eventually by about noontime, many of us will be dropping as we go throughout the day. So you can see Plano 32, Sherman 32, and Weatherford only 30 degrees, so it will be fairly chilly out there, and eventually this afternoon we will still be fairly cold out there. Again, temperatures will be dropping as this area of snow, sleet, and as well as rain moves off to the east and goes through our region. Alright, let's take a look at the future radar. So there is some flurries and some light sort of precipitation ongoing in areas west of DFW, so Wichita Falls, Weatherford, and also Abilene is also included in that. You can see this will continue throughout the morning hours, and you can see around 10 o'clock or so, we'll start to see maybe some light to moderate bands start to enter areas along and north of the Red River Valley, and also including areas out to our west. Eventually by lunchtime, you can see this area starts to become more prominent, and it starts to actually become a little bit more of a moderate sort of snow, sleet, and rain for some areas. Not everybody, but some areas will see that around lunchtime, especially off to the north, so north of I-20 primarily. And this is due to our this area actually having lower pressure. The pressure will be lowering as this moves off to our east, mainly due to divergence up in the atmosphere. So this will be something to watch out for. It will obviously bring some heavier snow accumulations possibly. By about 3 o'clock, you can see maybe some moderate to heavy bands even in some areas like Sherman and Paris. So again, we could see maybe an inch or two of snow. Camera maybe up to 3 to 4 inches of snow in a few spots out to the northeast. And eventually going throughout the evening, we'll start to see this move off to our east. Latest, I would expect any snow in DFW would be about 5, maybe 6 o'clock. And maybe a few isolated flurries during the evening commute if you are traveling. But other than that, we will likely dry out. So there might be some minor travel impacts out there. Definitely take it slow on the roads. Here's my current forecast in terms of accumulation. I will be honest with you. My next forecast, I will be shifting this 1 to 2 inches further to the west, likely to include Sherman and maybe even as far south as northeastern Collin County. So this will be something to look at. But this also might go to 1 to 3 inches as well with the new model guidance. We're looking at a potential for maybe some heavier snow at some times during the later portions of the day, so that'll be something to keep in mind. But for the most part, we're looking at a coating to an inch for northern DFW, 1 to 2 inches back out to our northeast, and only maybe a coating, if that, for areas like Mineral Wells, Fort Worth, and Dallas. So anywhere south of I-20 and along it, we'll only probably just see up to a coating, if that. Again, that will be pretty isolated, it looks like. Taking a look at the ice accumulation, as I said before, there might be a glaze of ice on the roadway, so this will be something to watch out for. Make sure you're using extreme caution if you're traveling tomorrow. Make sure to be very careful. Weatherford and anywhere along and west of I-35, that'll be where the danger zone, it looks like, will be for maybe some ice. Looking at the snowfall accumulation, and this might be a slight overestimate. I apologize, I'm a little bit of a zoomed out view. But looking at the snowfall accumulation, I mean, we're looking at anywhere from maybe a coating to up to an inch in areas like DFW. Off to the northeast, Paris could see anywhere from 2 to 3 inches possibly. So that'll be something to watch out for, especially for those northeastern Texas residents. That'll be something to definitely watch, the potential for maybe some significant snow accumulation. Heading into tomorrow morning, we will have a widespread hard freeze, which means you should bring in any sensitive vegetation. We will all be below freezing. Dallas only 27, Wichita Falls only 20 tomorrow morning. But look at this. Watch by lunchtime, we're going to be in the 50s, and eventually by about 3 o'clock, we'll all be in the 60s. It's almost going to feel like we're going to go from winter to spring in the matter of only about 12 hours, and not even that, maybe in about 6. It's going to be an interesting day tomorrow for sure. Looking at your latest 7-day forecast, you can see over the next several days, temperatures will be going up. We'll see almost 80 degrees on Monday. A weak cold front comes through on on Monday, which will cool us down for Tuesday. Eventually back into the 80s by Wednesday and Thursday. This forecast is brought to you by Platinum Contracting, Birdie's Pro Turf, and THD Vehicle Doorstep.